The airport is everyone's favorite excuse to skip a workout or cheat on their diet. I've got all day to prove that there is no excuse, or I have to raw dog my entire flight from California to North Carolina. I need to get out. Let's do this. In order for me to stay fit, I need to do 3 things while at the airport. 1, I need to get a full upper body workout in. 2, I need to hit my daily step goal of 15,000 steps. And 3, I need to eat under my maintenance calories while still hitting my macros. But it's 9:30 right now, and I need some food in my stomach if I want any chance to complete this challenge. Now, breakfast is already the unhealthiest meal of the day, but at the airport, it's the unhealthiest meal of the day. Finding a healthy breakfast at the airport is harder than finding an apple in a fat kid's hand. Every place I passed had pastries, breakfast sandwiches, and drinks with enough sugar in it to kill a small dog. If I wanted to stay on track, I had to dig deep and hope there was at least one decent option in the entire airport. All right, it's time for breakfast. I don't know which one to start with because it's just insane. $7 for a Monster energy drink. In this economy, $14 for Einstein Bros. Bagel, a single bagel. That's approximately $21 for a meal. I don't think I need to track my macros today. I need to track my bank account because it is going to suffer. We're just gonna dig in, fuel up for the workout. We pretty much walked around the entire airport and I've been spotting out different places to exercise. Oh, the cheese is drippy, bro. So what we have is a plain bagel, cheddar cheese, turkey sausage, egg white, and like spices, I guess. It's like... This bagel was so thick, I had to unhinge my jaw like a dang anaconda just to eat it. And it was so messy that I had to abandon the bagel part halfway through and just go meat and cheese. Overall, 8 out of 10 breakfast. Very similar in the macros to my normal breakfast. Just be prepared to eat and look like an animal. Thank you. So after finally finding breakfast, I can check that off my to-do list and do the first hard challenge, which is... Now, it's about 12:45 p.m. Normally, I would have my workout in the morning, but the airport doesn't care about your schedule. So I'm going to be attempting an upper body workout starting with chest. And according to my math, I need to do about 90 reps of push-ups to do the same amount of volume I would normally do at the gym. So either 9 sets of 10, 6 sets of 15, 5 sets of 18, or 3 sets of 30. Let's try 3 sets. I like that. Nice even round number. Let's do this. Immediately after doing the first rep, I realized that the hard part of the workout isn't going to be the push-ups, but it's going to be battling social anxiety. Luckily for the first set, nobody walked past me, but I can't say the same for later in the video. Besides that, I realized 30 push-ups was just way too easy. I think what I'm gonna do is different variations just to make sure I'm getting the most out of my workout. So for the next set, I'm gonna do decline push-ups. This is where the creativity, the strength, and the lack of social anxiety really comes into play. The video sped up by 500%, and you can see how long it takes me to do 1 rep. By rep 20, it felt like I was benching 255, and by the skin of my teeth, I made the last rep. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm the grown man laying on the floor in the middle of the airport. I've never gone to failure on push-ups before. That was intense. Oh my gosh. I need to get up. Oh my God. I think I took that set harder than I've taken some sets on bench press. I really want to know what this guy's thinking right now. But we weren't done with chest. We had 1 more set, and it might have been harder than the decline push-ups. Now, the backpack only weighed about 20 pounds, but the weight of judgment was infinitely heavier. Try to count as many people as you can in this scene. I was so locked in that I noticed they were there, but I just couldn't care at all. There's probably something philosophical in there about not caring what other people think, but I don't know, it's just me doing push-ups. I felt the second my chest was done and my triceps started taking over. That last set, or that last rep, insane. And I couldn't help but notice like a dozen people pass by me, but guess what? I don't care. It's time to hit some back. The plan was to do some pull-ups somewhere, but this airport looks like it's specifically designed for you to not do pull-ups. So I'm gonna do single arm rows with suitcases. Each bag was roughly 30 pounds and I had to do 21 reps on each arm just to make it worth it. This is the type of workout that gets boring before it starts to burn, and I definitely felt the boredom over the burn. But then I had a genius idea. I'm gonna get kicked out if I do that. And it's really not that deep to work out at the airport, but if you're stuck there all day like I was, then there's no excuse to not move your body a little bit. When I was halfway through my second set, I was feeling really insecure, like people were watching me, but this legend who passed by had to show me some support and it kept me going. Look at that smile. That's just bro supporting dudes. And that wouldn't be the last time that someone supports me during my workouts, because on the next two, I got even more support.
Pull your shirt down, you crazy.
I don't expect to get bigger muscles from this. But you know what I know is getting bigger? My sack. This is embarrassing. I'm looking at all these people here, but guess what? Not a single person down there has made eye contact with me. I've never made eye contact with someone walking by, probably because they're too scared that if they look me in the eyes, I'll charge at them like a wild animal. Here's a little tip for the young men out there. If you're going to the airport with a lady, you need to pick up the luggage. Oh, this is the only type of baggage you should bring into a relationship. And we're gonna curl it. These were also very easy in the beginning, but like all the workouts, they got harder with every rep. The bags only weighed 20 or 30 pounds, so I had to do 14 reps in order to make it count. And I intentionally chose a super busy bridge to show that nobody really cares about what you do in public. I mean, social media is evident about that. I think for this final set, I need to do a burnout, just until I can't curl no more. I need to look foolish in front of all these people. I mean, I'm already looking foolish. I need to look like an absolute jester in front of all these people watching. And while I was mid-set, another legend walked by and told me this. Yeah, for sure. And that was legend number 2. I thought I only had 10 more reps in me, but his motivation just kept me going. And so I just kept curling and curling and curling until we reached failure. It's 19. Oh no. That's 20. Hey, I'm still going. There's 21. Oh, okay. That's all I got, 21.
What'd that guy say to you?
He said, that's a nice workout. I did see one woman make eye contact with me earlier, and it was very awkward. But then the guy who passed by, he cheered me on. He kept me going. I take it back. Planet Fitness does not have the worst gym music. LAX does. Triceps are honestly just fine after that push-up set. But the only thing I have left is shoulders. I'm gonna do some nice lateral raises to end it off. If you thought lateral raises were hard enough, try doing them with a suitcase, because I guarantee you will not be able to do them with good form whatsoever. But besides that, this is where I met my third gym bro in the wild. A cute little Korean couple just looked at me and they smiled. It's so cute. And then they walked back and the boy flexed at me and smiled. It made me happy because Koreans are good. Here's a picture of them. Somebody please help me find them. But enough about them. We need to stick to the workout, and I'm not feeling it in my shoulders whatsoever. I'm lifting more with my traps, which makes sense because it's not the most stable motion, but still lifting nonetheless. Thankfully, I only do 2 sets of lateral raises, so we're almost done. Let's finish this thing. I said, let's finish this thing. And bro, did I finish with the most intensity ever. I gave 100%. No, I gave 102%. Of all my strength. We have officially checked off working out from our bucket list of the day. Even though my pump was amazing, the real question is, did I hit my volume goal for today's workout? Because if I didn't, I'll have to raw dog my entire flight from Cali to Carolina. So I think I'll tell you at the end of this video. But for now, we need to recover with some lunch. Lunch was going to be harder than breakfast purely because of how much variety there was. I really thought I was going to have to settle for a dense, greasy, fat meal until I found my saving grace. Say what you want about slot bowls, but this was healthier than my home-cooked meals. Every bite was not only nutritious, but delicious. This is some of the greatest rice and chicken I've had from fast food. I'm not even going to lie. So I kept eating, and I kept eating. Go, fat boy, go. Nevertheless, I still need to get lean, and one way I'm achieving that is by doing 15,000 steps every single day. I'm currently at 9,000 steps for the day, and I have a daily goal of hitting 15,000 steps. So the one good thing about the airport is you get your steps in. That's if you're going all over the place here and there and not just sitting at the terminal on your phone. So we're gonna walk around the entire airport till we can get to 15,000. Maybe we'll do 20,000. If you guys couldn't tell, I am getting really tired right now, but that's just to show you guys that You don't have to do this exact thing every time you go to the airport. You don't got to come at 8 a.m. for a 10 p.m. flight. But if you do 5% of what I'm doing right now, you'll be doing 1,000 times more than what you'd normally be doing if you're just sitting down on your phone, being lazy for 5, 6, 7 hours. Let's keep going. Hopefully I can find a Pepsi Zero to up my pep.
At this point, this turned into less of a walk, more into a journey to find a Pepsi Zero so that I can have at least one thing to keep me going in life.
And so I kept walking. I stopped by every convenience store the airport had.
I can't look. Tell me if it's Pepsi Zero. Don't tell me. Just look at it. Should I open my eyes now?
Coke Zero, Diet Dr. Pepper, Pib Zero, no Pepsi Zero. Honestly, my morale was getting super low, and when that happens, I overeat.
Bro, we shouldn't have stopped here.
And that's not good for the challenge. If I'm significantly over my calories, then I'll have to raw dog the entire flight.
My weakness. Sugar.
So if a Pepsi Zero didn't magically appear out of thin air, I was gonna ruin all the progress that I worked for.
Guys, I prayed and he answered. Pepsi Zero, please, please. I'm not taking my pants off. I'm trying to find my wallet, but I really want to take my pants off.
All right, guys, to commemorate 10,000 steps, Pepsi Zero. Oh, oh, that felt good. This makes it all worth it. I think I have enough to go another 10,000. What do you say? Nah. We need to get these steps out of the way, get some dinner and a snack before our flight. So I raced my glutes all the way to the end of the airport in hopes of hitting 15,000 steps before my flight.
We made it to Terminal 9. Let's turn around.
Yeah, that still wasn't enough. I needed 3,000 more steps, which wasn't gonna be an issue until I came across.
I want some Ghirardelli. Dude. Okay, but it's duty free, so you don't pay tax on it, so you're pretty much, you know, it's a good deal. Should this be my snack for the airplane?
Peaches. For 4 pieces.
100 calories for four pieces.
I could easily crush that 3,000 calorie bag, but I found a smaller option for a snack that still fit my macros.
We just got our snack because we deserve it after a long day of being fit at the airport. A yogurt, some Swedish fish, and some Pib Zeros. $25. This is not an airport. This is a black hole for my wallet.
And we're about to go deep in the black hole for dinner.
We just finished our 15,000 steps for the day, but now we need dinner like ASAP.
After going to the food court and seeing all the unhealthy options, they had the one thing that unites all gym bros across the world: Panda Express. This restaurant was the one thing that could make or break this challenge. But even then, I had to measure my food because you don't even know if the employees do the correct serving sizes. But still, it was an amazing meal, and hopefully it didn't put me over my calories for the day. After an entire day of eating, of lifting, of getting my steps in, the question remains: do I have to raw dog my flight from California to Carolina? This challenge was never intended to show you how you should live at the airport. Airport schedules are crazy, stressful, and it feels like there's not enough time in the day at the airport. But I wanted to prove that even though there's not much time, you can still get a little bit done. So before I reveal anything, if you like content like this, please consider following me. First, my workout. I lifted roughly 15,930 pounds of volume, which is well enough for an upper body workout with limited equipment. For my steps, you already know I hit the 15,000 goal. It got boring after a while, but most of the steps in the airport you do without even knowing. And lastly, my nutrition. My maintenance calories are 2,300 and I ate 2,315 calories. I give myself about 150 to 200 calories of leeway, so I crushed that goal. But for my macros, I aim for about 300 grams of carbs and I hit 294. I aim for 150 grams of protein and I hit 148, and I aim for 50 grams of fat and I had 47. So I was slightly under, but every day isn't about perfection, especially at the airport. So the best thing to do is to trust your judgment. But personally, I think I crushed my goal, so I do not have to raw dog a flight from California to Carolina. Unless you want to see me do that in a video, then let me know. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.